Greetings everyone and fellow YouTubers, I'm Joel, aka the Big D, of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And this time around, I am going to begin the first installment of my movie anniversary reviews. Today I'm going to be celebrating 35 years of Ghostbusters from 1984. The movie that starred Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, Annie Potts, Rick Moranis, and Sigourney Weaver. Now, actually, long before this, there was actually a Saturday morning show called The Ghostbusters, but it was done by Filmation, and when it was brought to Columbia Pictures, who released this, please don't sue, they had a little bit of a, kind of a little, I really don't know what words to describe it, and Columbia eventually won, and so they got the rights to the name Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis actually wrote the script. They originally had a script done with John Belushi, but unfortunately after his death, they had to rewrite the script and made it even more cooler, so they brought in So together, along with Bill Murray and Ernie Hudson, they were the Ghostbusters. Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon Spengler, and Winston Zeddemore. Now, at first, it's just the three I mentioned, because Zeddemore doesn't get in until later on in the movie. It starts out with the library being haunted, and well, the Ghostbusters, well, before they call themselves that, come along. Well, they detect that there is a spooky entity going on, so they take care of that. And soon, with other ghostly supernatural entities coming all around, they decide to open up their own business called Ghostbusters. They put their headquarters in a disused firehouse and make their own weapons. Notably, their proton charging laser beam backpacks, as well as the ghost trapper, which they trap the ghosts in, and lots of other things. They also have their vehicle that looks like an old funeral home hearse called the Ectomobile. And of course, their receptionist Janine, played by Annie Potts, who of course, this was before she even became a big star on TV's Designing Women. And of course, a lot of you nerds out there, sorry if I mentioned that word, know her as she's more recently played Mima on Young Sheldon. Anyway, when they get a call from a woman named Dana, they've learned that they find out her apartment is being taken over by a mysterious force called Zool, and one of its, helpers, a shape-shifting god called Gozer, is causing some serious trouble. However, soon before this, the Ghostbusters actually took out some terrible ghostly entities that were going around a hotel, including one called Slimer. Yeah, which really gets Peter a hard time. And it's like, I think I've been slimed. Well, it's been a while since I last watched the movie. But anyway, it's still a good movie, though. Anyway, soon they recruit Winston Zeddemore as their fourth member. And so they go off to tackle more ghosts. Unfortunately, soon the mayor of the EPA has them arrested and have their equipment shut down. And soon more ghosts start spooking out, and soon the mayor changes his mind, lets them go, and soon they take on the evil forces. When they go after Gozer, he soon takes the shape of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which comes to Ray's mind as they were climbing up the apartment building, which Zool is taking over. Anyway, They managed to beat it, but however, it was due to them taking out the doorway to Ghostbusters. And soon, everything was Gozer was defeated. Zol was no more, and Ghostbusters came out as heroes. Anyway, Ghostbusters did pretty well. It was directed by Ivan Reitman, who directed lots of other movies like Beethoven and Evolution, which that's a very underrated movie, which Dan Aykroyd actually appears in, as a matter of fact. But I'll be doing that in a different review. Anyway, Ghostbusters was very successful at the box office. It was one of the top hits of 1984. It spun out a sequel, Ghostbusters 2, which I'll be reviewing that 1 week from tomorrow. Because 1 week from tomorrow, Ghostbusters 2 will be turning 30. And, well, we never did get in there until 2016 when Columbia did a reboot called Ghostbusters Answer the Call, which was an all-chick movie. Yeah. But it was still good, though, despite it got mixed response. And, well, I gotta say, it was good. But I'll be reviewing that maybe when October comes around. Ghostbusters also became a pop culture phenomenon. So did Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Slimer. In 1986, they actually got an animated series called The Real Ghostbusters, which came out on Saturday mornings, but however, Filmation took matters in their own hands and bringing a new take of their live-action series in animated form as a continuation to their live-action series. But as you can imagine, Real Ghostbusters won. But hey, I was fine with that, because I didn't catch the Filmation Ghostbusters series much, because it was unfortunately airing my last half hour in school. But enough about that. Ghostbusters would go on to spin out comic books, as well as toys and video games done by Activision for various consoles, especially the notorious NES port, which I know everybody has this, especially the angry video game nerd. Actually, Ernie Hudson didn't like the Nintendo Ghostbusters game either. All the Ghostbusters games are the same thing, but Hudson didn't like it. His kids weren't thrilled with it. Now, there are better versions of it, the Ghostbusters game. I've seen the Master System version. It's pretty good. You get to face Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Not the NES version, though. And you keep hearing the Ghostbusters song playing non-stop through the whole NES game. I'm not happy with that game. I'm glad I never played it. Well, I think that's about all I can say. And of course, they're working on new Ghostbusters to be released next July. I've heard Sigourney Weaver's been confirmed to return. I think Dan Aykroyd is too, since he's on board to be an executive producer. And I think he's also a writer, I think. Bill Murray is rumored, so we don't know yet. But the torch is going to be passed to a new group of Ghostbusters. What will this be like? I don't know, my friends. I'm not sure if it'll be like the 1997 underrated Extreme Ghostbusters animated series. Oh well. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot the theme song. The theme song to Ghostbusters, done by Ray Parker Jr., who before this has hit with The Other Woman, which that was a pretty darn good song, became his one big hit, topping the charts. But however, soon he got in a bit of a predicament because the music for Ghostbusters sounds the same like parts of the Huey Lewis and the News song called I Want a New Drug. Well, I can't really bring up much of how that went, though, okay? It's really not much of my kind of cup of tea or something like that. But anyway, if you've seen Ghostbusters, tell me what you thought about it. What did you like about the movie? Tell me about it in the comments section. Feel free to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. And next time I will do a 35th anniversary review of a movie I definitely enjoy a lot. Gremlins. I'm the Big D saying see ya.